All right. I am excited to have you here. So glad to present this amazing opportunity, and you're going to feel the reason why I'm excited in a moment. All right, in a moment. So welcome to Aurum. And if you're coming here for the first time, you're going to be wondering what exactly is Aurum. Well, Aurum is a Latin word for gold, and we're going into a golden age of finance. A golden age of finance powered by artificial intelligence. Ladies and gentlemen, this is real. This platform is not the platforms that tell you stories about AI just to swindle funds from you. These guys are the real deal. So let me take you on this journey. The platform is so simple, all right? You're going to have access to a system like this that you're going to be able to see what your trades are every day. All right, you can see this person made 12, yeah, about $52. $35. You can see the amount being made every day as profits. And they don't have to stress themselves. They don't have to look at trading view. They don't have to look at stochastic RSI. They don't have to look at support and resistance, trend lines. They don't have to look at any points of interest on the chart. They just allow the AI to do the work for them. All right. So every single day, when you embrace technology, you're going to hear about tonight, you're going to be able to generate this kind of money for yourself every single day while you're going about busy with your day-to-day activities. And then this same account, this is about $8,000 account. And look at what withdrawals the person has made. All right. This person has not really done much withdrawals. They prefer to just keep trading and growing their assets. So you're going to see a system that can help you grow your assets. And you can also withdraw whenever you wish. It's actually super easy. And this is another person. This is a $10,000 account. You can see every day they're making money. On the fourth, they had already made $69. You see, every single day you're making money. You have access to this dashboard in your application in the back office, and you can really enjoy seeing your capital grow. All right. So this is a life-changing system, and I want you to watch a short video before I get deep into the presentation.
Aurum Neobank is a next-generation financial ecosystem with a fully integrated cycle. Top up your balance, earn through the trading bot, spend with your card, and restart the loop. Choose from 4 card tiers: Nova, Imperium, World Elite, and Infinity. Each unlocks access to cryptocurrency payments, low fees, and premium rewards. No verification required. Minimal fees. Physical card included. Higher transaction limits. Take control of your finances and grow your wealth with Aurum Neobank.
All right, exactly. So that video concluded with the words, grow your assets, grow your finances with Aurum
Aurum
Neobank. All right, so Aurum Neobank was created to change the lives of family members. It was created to make the family smile. It was created to help you and your spouse have good relationships where you're not having headache about your finances. This is literally what Aurum is doing for lots of people right now as we speak. I mean, your spouse needs something and you say, "Hey, come on, just let's see, pull it off from your back office. How much have you made?" And it's so beautiful. No more headaches about how do we raise money for this? How do we raise money for that? That's the kind of life we want you to be a part of. So Aurum is a decentralized fintech company. That's the basic definition. But don't get too overwhelmed by that technical. It just simply means it's a platform on the blockchain, a technology space on the blockchain that helps your money grow, helps your capital grow. Where does the capital growth come from? Because this is very important. The capital growth is not just interest charged from the sky out from nowhere. All right. That's not what it is. It's capital growth from trading in the crypto spot market. And so we need to make this clear because at times some people will say, oh, my religion does not allow me to take interest. Hey, this is like buying a bag of rice at $100 and the bag of rice grows to become $120, you sell it at $120 and you have $20 as your gain. This time around, the bag of rice It's not a literal bag of rice. These are assets on the blockchain. So that is where the money is coming from. And as you're going to see as we go through the presentation, you will find out that we share profits and we share losses with the platform. Okay? We share profits with the platform and we share losses with the platform. So it's a decentralized fintech company. It's on the blockchain and it's doing wonders. And the goal is just to create joy, love, and excitement between you and your family. It's really amazing. And I want you to know this. In Aurum, we don't just earn, we empower. We empower you to change your finances and work your way up to generating income that will change your life. This is an empowerment program. And as a result, this presentation is not to force you into Aurum. Because it's an empowerment program, we don't force people. We just educate you. You go do your due diligence, and then you decide if this is your cup of tea or not. By the way, understand this. AI is not something about the future activity of the human race. AI is already in your pocket. You see that phone in your pocket? It has ChatGPT. It has Perplexity.ai. It has Grok. It has Gamma.app. AI is already in your pocket. You are using AI every single day. In fact, if you're not using AI, you are lagging behind. So we want you to understand that what used to be impossible 10 years ago, it's possible now. It's possible now. What used to be, science fiction 20 years ago, it's happening now. And so it's important that as you listen to my voice, your mind does not focus only on the past losses of decades and years ago, but you focus your mind on the capabilities and possibilities of real AI in your life. So I told you that Aurum is a fintech company, right? Now, it's also an ecosystem. And because it's an ecosystem, there are several tools that can change your life. There are several tools in Aurum that can change your finances. But because of this presentation, I don't want to keep it complicated. We try to focus on one tool or two. Mention them briefly. But trust me, there are so many tools that will change your finances. Ladies and gentlemen, the EX AI bot is the first port of call for everybody who gets started. We also have the Visa card and MasterCard. I'm going to talk about one or two of these. But as you get into the system, understand that there are different technologies that will continue to grow your assets, all on the spot market in the crypto space. One of the most important things that I want you to pay attention to is the CEO of Aurum. And I was talking to somebody in a chat earlier today. The person said, I have vowed that I will never do anything online. I have lost and lost and lost. They all fail me. And I told the person, okay, tell me the CEO of the platform you lost your money on. Who was that CEO? And did you verify what they were doing to make the money? And for 10 hours, this person couldn't respond to me. Yeah, for 10 hours, this person could not respond to me. That message was sent earlier this morning, and till now, no response. That is to show you that people often respond emotionally to their memories of experiences, but they are not trying to be logical about what are the facts. Here we have a CEO who is a former director of Binance. This guy is the person that made me even take a look at Aurum. Because like the man who was saying that he doesn't want to be part of anything online, I had avoided, platforms that promise all sorts of things. I said, no, I'm not interested. I always reject them. I prefer to trade by myself. But when I saw that Brian Benson is a former director of Binance, and he was in charge of Latin American operations of Binance and created lots of innovations that helped Binance to prosper. He has worked with Morgan Stanley, and he was a trader for Morgan Stanley. So I said, no, this guy is a technocrat. He has a career, and this is powerful. And this is who we have running point in Aurum. Now, I know as you look at the picture, you're wondering, is he a real person? Of course, he is a real person. When you go to Google and check the pictures, you see his picture when he was, younger, with Binance, his picture when he's older. and all that. You see his picture with Kima. You know, he has a career. He's a real person. But something happened October last year. There was an event. Aurum was a gold sponsor at that event. It was a token 2049 event. Now, we're talking about the CEO. It's important for you to understand this, because if the CEO of a platform doesn't have pedigree, forget it. That platform is going to mess you up fast. So, at that event, where Aurum was a gold sponsor, we had the CEO of OKX, we had the CEO of Binance there, we had the CEO of Theta there, many CEOs of blockchain projects. Everybody in the C-suite on the blockchain was there. Now, something else happened. Brian Benson, our CEO, had the chance to address a crowd at that event. He gave a speech that people listened. People listened to him. People listened to him during his presentation. The title of his presentation was, "Can AI Make You Richer?" Now, for third-party credibility, when you go to YouTube, and if you go to the Token 2049 YouTube channel, the people that hosted that event, you're going to see Brian Benson at that event giving his speech. Can AI make people richer? All right. This is Brian Benson giving his speech live where thousands of people were gathered. Make sure you watch that video, because when you see the CEO speaking and there's a crowd around him, you'll realize that this is not the scam that one person just stays somewhere, put a picture. It's not the real person just to run away with your money. Aurum is globally recognized. Forbes did a write-up about Aurum. Binance did a write-up about Aurum Benzinga. You know, many blockchain platforms have written about Aurum. So this is huge. As you come into Aurum, you know, I need you to just forget about your past losses. Yeah, you can learn from them, but come to Aurum, do your research, dig deep, and decide, hey, is this different, or is there something, you know, unique about Aurum? Why is it important that you still don't give up on yourself, even though you might have had losses in the past? It is because if you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you will work until you die. If you don't find a way to make money while you sleep, you're going to work until you die. All right? That is the challenge. So even though you've had past losses, learn from the past losses and think of, okay, what does Aurum bring to the table and how is it different? For example, I'm going to tell you, you can verify the trades of Aurum. Aurum has 2 videos where they logged in live to third-party exchanges where they trade on KuCoin and OKX, and they generated 6 months trading results. So before you write off a platform, ask yourself, oh, the platform where I lost my money, did they generate 6 months trading result? Or did they just say word of mouth? Or were they trading in their own exchange? Now, of course, if they're trading in their own exchange, that means there's room for a lot of manipulation and lies. But Aurum is trading KuCoin, OKX, Binance. This is where they are trading, and they have shown us 6 months trading results. That is the confidence we have that makes us say, okay, these guys are really trading, and I think we need to give this a shot. Now, let's talk about risk. People often feel that risk is something that only exists when you come into the online space, in the crypto space. You say, oh, crypto space is risky, it's risky. Let me tell you this. Life has risk everywhere. For example, Anthony Joshua came to Nigeria to have fun with his friends. The 2 friends had a motor accident and they died. There's risk everywhere. It's just that you are so used to a particular way of life that you think that life is not risky. For you to get into your car, drive to work, that's risky. For you to get on a plane, fly with your family, that's risky. For you to go to bed is risky, because some people go to bed and they don't get up. And I'm not here trying to, belittle your investment and your pocket, but I'm telling you, when it comes to the online space, treat the online space the same way. Everything is risky. Just come in within your financial muscle, all right? And I always tell people, how much will you use to celebrate your birthday? And most people will say, I can spend 10 million on my birthday. All right, so bring 5 million to Aurum. All right? So don't get too emotional when you're, trying to look for a way to grow your assets. Life is full of risks. If you don't take risks, then you will stay in the same place. You stay in a rut, right? God favors the risk takers, right? I saw a book by John D. Rockefeller. He said, "The God favors those who are brave." All right, God blesses those who are brave with luck. So, but I don't believe in luck. But there's a point there. When you are brave enough to do your own analysis and see if a platform resonates with you and take action, then you can change your financial story. All right. So, how do you get in and tap into all the powerful tools that are in Aurum? The first step is to just activate your subscription. That is the first thing you do. After you sign up, you log into the page, you just activate. How much does a 1-year activation license cost? Just $19.99, less than $20. So you can just send $20 to the back office, activate your subscription. That's it. You now have access to 1 year of using the tools in Aurum. Now, some people said, "Oh, Aurum CEO, try and make it $120 so you can pay networkers, make people make money." And the CEO said, "No, it's actually illegal to, pay people from subscriptions, right? It's $20, 19.99, and that money goes to the platform. That's it. Aurum is meant to be accessible to everyone." Now, after you activate your subscription, and you'll be thinking of how much capital do I come in with? I want you to understand that the platform you're stepping into has been trading for years. This platform called Aurum, probably you're just hearing about it. Yes, but people have been trading with Aurum for years. This platform has been trading for years. Venture capitalists, people who have good capital have been making money with Aurum, but they never told anyone. All right, the world did not know. We just came to know about it because the platform decided, hey, I think we need to build an exchange as part of our future project. And to build that exchange, we need a community. So let's begin to build a community. And that is why today you're able to hear about Aurum, because the big boys were just making money with the Aurum technology. So this is real. It's about systematic, intelligent, transparent trading in a way that will change your life. So this is a screen showing you the years of trading that Aurum has been engaged in. Okay, by the way, you need to understand the model was trained from about February to November 2023. Yeah, some moderate light trading was going on, and you see this was all testing. And from December 2023, real trading started. Investors, big time money makers putting their money in. They never told us. We never heard about it. We're just there looking at, oh, what can we do next? But hey, these guys were trading and having fun. And end of 2024, around November, December 2024, it became a thought. Let's create an exchange. Let's start building a community of people that will use the exchange. And that is how people started joining and telling their friends about Aurum. And today we're here discussing Aurum. All right, the first technology after you subscribe, the first technology that most people will start with is the EX AI bot. This is a blessing. This is a tool that takes away the stress and that helps you make money easily. All right, it's a tool that helps you make money with ease, zero stress. You don't have to look at anything, do any analysis, nothing. That's none of your business. None of your business. Just deposit your funds, let the system trade for you, and money in the bank. It trades the top 20 coins, very robust coins. It doesn't trade shit coins. It uses stop loss. So not every trade ends in profit. And this is why I was speaking to people. There are some religions that will tell you we don't take interest. So there are losses. So when the trade hits stop loss, that's a loss. We share the loss. All right. And when the trade becomes profitable, we also share the profit. So it's a profit sharing, loss sharing mechanism. That is the power of what Aurum brings to the table, and it's indeed life-changing. Despite the losses that might happen some days, you're not going to see it because you're going to have profits. But when those profits are not as high as other days, then you know that there has been some losses. There could be 15 trades and 5 did not go well, 10 go well, and you're still going to make a lot of money. So that's the model that Aurum works with. So here's a little bit about the profit sharing mechanism. And this slide is important. Once you understand this slide, you get to appreciate the profit sharing mechanism. Now, this profit, again, I will underscore this, is made from trading, buying assets and selling them when the price goes higher using AI algorithm. The money is not coming from thin air. It comes from trading. Once you understand it comes from trading, then you realize that this is a system driven by skill and AI, to make money from the market. You buy an asset, when it rises up 0.2%, you take your profit. When you buy the asset again, it goes up by 0.5%, you take your profit. That's what it is. Now, the profit sharing mechanism is as follows. If you have good capital, high capital, the platform will take lesser profits from the profit made with your money and give you higher returns. But if you have smaller capital, the platform will take higher profits from you and give you a lesser percentage. But you're going to still make a lot of money. So let me show you exactly what it is. If you are trading with $50,000 or $90,000, when the profit is made with that money, the platform will only take 5% of the profit. Oh, they say, yeah, this is a lot of money. This is a lot of money. So we don't want to take much of it. Just 5% of the profit made, and they're going to give you 95%. And then you see yourself making 16.2% from those you're trading for the month. Please take note, this is not daily returns. This is not daily, this is monthly. The return on capital is reasonable. 16.62%, not high yield. All right, but sustainable, back-to-back sources. But then if you are trading with $25,000 or $30,000, the platform is going to take 10% of the profit made with your money. They're going to give you 90%. So you're going to be making 15.74% per month instead of 16.62. That's the profit sharing mechanism. And if you're trading with $10,000 or $20,000, then the platform is going to take 15%. So you can see taking 5%, taking 10%, taking 15%. If you're trading with $5,000, they're going to be taking 20%. Then you're going to get 80%. And that's why as $5,000, you're going to be making 13.99. And if you come down to $1,000, then they're going to be taking 30% of the money made with your $1,000. And they're going to give you 70%. So that's the model, and it works. All right. And so that is why you will have two people in Aurum, and they have different returns on their capital. Or the person doing $100, $200 will be making 10.49. But the person doing $10,000, $20,000 will be making 14.87. And of course, the person trading with $50,000 will be making 16.62. All right. So this is huge. I would tell people coming big, but within your financial muscle. Now, monthly, the platform makes about 17.5% per month. And making this money, they're going to take their share, and this is what you get. So you see, this profit distribution is also the second source of income for the company. Apart from the $20 per person yearly subscription, all right? We have about over 50,000 members in Aurum, and that is huge because months ago, we were less than 10,000 members, all right? We're less than 10,000 members, and today, it's an amazing experience. So let's just imagine that as we are 50,000 persons, all right? Now, 50,000 persons have paid $20 to the company. That is $1 million. $1 million has gone to Aurum just by 50,000 persons paying the annual subscription. That means every year, as these 50,000 people renew their subscription, $1 million will be coming to Aurum every year. Now, we're just 50,000 persons. We're going to hit 250,000 persons this year. So imagine if we have 250,000 persons this year in Aurum, and each person pays the $20 subscription, you see, that will be $5 million coming to Aurum. So Aurum is making money from the subscription fees. Apart from the subscription fees, they're also making money from the percentage they take from your trading. So that's the second place that they make money, and this is huge. Let's talk about compounding. The button that activates compounding in Aurum is called the reinvest button. Let me say this. If you know you need money from day to day, you don't need to compound. All right? You don't need to compound. Unless you know you don't need money for a month or 2 months or 3 months or 4 months, then you can compound. But anytime you need money, just go turn off the compounding. So this is an account that started with $10,000. This screenshot is just to show you that a $10,000 account in compounding mode went to $12,000 after the first month, $15,000 after the second month, $17,000 after the fourth month, and $20,000 after 4 months. Month 1, month 2, month 3, month 4. So it's literally 100% capital gain in compounding mode. Compounding is really powerful. But remember, You don't have to compound. And even if you compound for 1, 2, 3 months, come on, try and cash out for a month or two. Feel the opportunity, because when you withdraw and use it for your day-to-day expenses, you feel a lot of excitement in the business. So when you want to turn off compounding, you just come here, turn it off, and then it starts dropping profit for you. But if you are in reinvest mode on compounding mode, then it will just be adding the profits to your capital. So this is your choice to decide, all right? A question I will ask you is, if you want to get 100% of your capital back in 6 months, then you need to come in with $50,000 or $100,000. Yes, because you'll be making 16.6%, and that means about $8,300 or $16,000 per month on that capital. Imagine $100,000 capital will be making you about $16,600. Huge. And within 6 months, you've made your $100,000 back, and you start coasting to profits. Coming big. The beautiful thing about Aurum is you don't have to be topping up if you're coming big enough. Just coming big and cash out for life. As some people told the CEO, can't we have an income cap so that when people end up to a particular cap, they can do the investment? The CEO said, come on, no. We're trading and making this money, so why do you want people to bring in more money again? Deposit once, make money for life. That's the beauty of the Aurum opportunity. Now, if you're doing a $10,000 account, just understand you'll be making about $1,480 per month. That is 14.80%. And within 6.8 months, less than 7 months, you would be risk-free. And if you're doing $1,000, 12.20, you'll be making 122 per month, and you need 8.1 months to be risk-free. $300 will take you 9 months. $200 will take you 9.6 months. I don't want to even talk about $100. So the choice is yours. Decide how much would make sense for you per month. If you're somebody that, hey, $3,000 or $4,000 will help you make your life easy and sweet every month, then you need to have in mind $25,000 as your target. But if you don't have $25,000, start wherever you are, and you can top up as you go. Top up can be done anytime. So still on compounding, we're just showing people what is possible. We're not saying that you have to compound for 3 years at a stretch. That's not what we're saying here. But if you put $1,000 on the platform and compound it for 3 years, compound interest on, the miracle will turn your $1,000 to $178,000. Yeah, 3 years, compound interest mode, reinvest button on for 3 straight years. Now, after those 3 years, if you decide, I'm no more compounding, I'm turning off my compound interest button, I just want to start cashing out, that $178,000 will become your base capital. And every year you'll be making $355,000. That is huge. And so I tell people, $1,000 can take you to $355,000 yearly income with Aurum. So, but remember, it doesn't have to be at a stretch. You can have a very flexible model, because I like people withdrawing and filling the business. So you can compound for 3 months or 4 months, then cash out for a month or two. Okay, for example, you compound for 4 months, you cash out for 2 months. All right. Then you compound for another 4 months, then you cash out for 2 months. And you just keep going that way. Before you know it, you're still going to experience this miracle over the years, and you're still going to be making money, in your pocket. Now, we also have an example of compound interest when you talk about $500. $500 for 5 years. And we created this slide just to help people to imagine what's possible with Aurum, because it's happening. All right, it's happening. Let's say your kids are just trying to get into secondary school, and you say, hey, I'm going to put a $500 for you, for all of you, and I'm going to leave it until you're ready for university. Now, that $500 keep working, and you can take the risk of $500, right? And you are saying, oh, if you should work, it's going to be amazing. All right? Oh, should it work? It's going to be amazing, because that's how Aurum will be. 2 years, perfect. Who knows? The next 5 years, perfect. So $500 for 5 years is going to be $3.4 million. Crazy. The power of compound interest is a miracle of the world. Now, if you take that $3.4 million and say, okay, 5 years is done. Now, no more. I'm no more going to be compounding. I'm turning off the compound button. I'm going to be trading to cash out every year. And see, that $3.4 million will be giving you $6.9 million every year, every single year. And now some people will tell you, oh, Is it to work? Will it work? What if it works? What if Brian Benson is creating the system that will deliver generations from poverty? Because that is how Binance started. And he was there in the early days of Binance. For years, he helped Binance to create success. So he's coming again with Aurum and he's telling, hey guys, let's change the world. It's easy to doubt everything that comes in front of you, but sometimes you need to look at the technicalities, look at the details, the data. Is there something special happening at Aurum? Do you want to be by the sidelines or do you want to make history? The Zeus AI bot is another powerful bot. All right, this one is a bull run machine. So what I mean is this: whatever coin you load into Aurum Zeus AI bot, it will be generating profits for you in that coin. So if you load ADA, it will be generating ADA for you. I'm just using ADA as an example. All right. So if you load Pepe, Doge, BNB, Ethereum, it will be generating those coins for you. If you load BTC, Ethereum, it will be generating BTC for you. If you load BNB, it will be generating BNB for you. That's the power of the Zeus bot. So even when the market is crashing, all you do is don't bother yourself. Just let the Zeus bot keep growing assets for you. All right. You can stop it and restart it once a week to get into compounding mode. Let it just keep working all through when the coins are in a low price. Then when they have hit sky high prices, you can stop your Zeus bot, cash out a quarter of the coins you've put into trade for you and go spend and make money. That is the power of the Zeus bot. This is another part of the ecosystem that you're going to really love once you get into the Aurum money making machine. Hey, AI is not going to replace anybody, but people that use AI will prosper. People that use AI will replace those who don't use AI. So if you're a lawyer and you're not using AI, people that use AI will be performing better than you. All right. And you're going to be wondering, how did they do it so easy? It's AI. If you're an IT specialist, I tell you, begin to think of how AI will make your work easier. If you are a director or a management staff in any corporation, you need to begin to think of, oh, how can I use AI to be ahead of the game? Because if you don't get ahead of the game, people that use AI will come outshine you and make you look stupid. AI is already creating wealth when it comes to blockchain trading. Aurum is the proof. The question is, will you be part of this transformation that Aurum is creating, or do you want to watch from the sidelines? That's basically what the question is. Another component of the ecosystem is the cards. We have the Visa card, MasterCard, virtual cards, physical cards. The virtual cards, very affordable. You can always, order for them and get them instantly. For the physical card, the Aurum Infinity card, these ones have to be placed and you wait for your order to be ready. Might take you some months. But you know what? It's $100,000 monthly expense card, which means no KYC and you can spend up to $100,000. The question you need to ask yourself is, how come Visa agreed to Aurum creating this Infinity card such that you don't have to do KYC, but you can spend up to $100,000? Why did they come to that agreement? Now write this down. Write this down. Underline it. Aurum is known by Visa. Visa has investigated Aurum. They've looked at their records and have seen that there's no money laundering. They've seen the team behind Aurum and they say, you are good to go. We're going to give you this. I don't know who else gives this kind of facility. There are different people giving cards, but who can give you a card, no KYC, $100,000 capability? Come on. Visa knows Aurum. And these are the things we looked at and we say, come on, guys, come on, guys. I know we've had lots of losses in the past. I know we've hated the online space, but come on, guys. Something is happening here that has not happened before. What used to happen before is some criminal platforms will come up, tell you, join us in the next 6 months, we're going to have our own Visa card. But they never, ever get to achieve it. Why? Because Visa will not give it to you. But here we have a card system made by Aurum, endorsed by Visa. And the cards work. The physical cards work, the virtual cards work. Let's look at some people using that. First, in Thailand, you're going to hear excitement when money is being spent with Aurum card.
This is Michael. This is the beautiful lady Nida from Marriott. Now we will see. Also, machen wir besser in Deutsch, ne? Brandneue Aurum Visa Card.
Tap one time.
Klick. Okay. Brauchst du einen Beleg? Nein. Was passiert jetzt hier? Sale, Receiving, Receipt. Wait. Super. All done.
Yeah. This one for you.
Micha, ein geiler Laden oder geiler Laden? Thank you. Kapun Krab.
All right, so if I ask you what the guy said, Mikala Lava, I don't know, but it's just excitement that is
This is my
with Aurum. Now, here is Leo Share, top leader in the community, and he's showing you the use of the ecosystem cards. This could be you.
What's going on, Coach Namdi? How's it going? As I promised you, I wanted to show you that I do indeed have one of the ecosystem of Aurum, and that is the debit card. We're here in Dubai, as you can see behind me, Burj Khalifa. Today is December 5th, and I'm about to buy family dinner. Let's go ahead and tap right here. And if we could just show the camera to see it worked.
Approved.
AED. Just come lower so she can see that it worked. No, the camera. Not to me. So she can see. Oh, I need to be a pin. Okay. Oh, wait.
It works.
And there we go. Aurum ecosystem, debit card, freedom. Take care, everyone.
So Aurum gives you freedom. I can tell you literally, Aurum gives you freedom. So here's Leo Shea again, using the card on an ATM. Another use case.
All right, Coach Namdi, good afternoon to you. Remember yesterday, I promised you I was going to take the Aurum debit card. You saw me yesterday with the family. I used the card on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we're going to take out some money with Aurum. Follow me. You have to remind me of the PIN number.
You have to move the camera a little bit for this one.
All right, let's go. Let's see this one in action. Should get some money out here. I'm probably going to take about $1,000. All right, I'm going to take $1,000. Here we go. I'm going to go with local currency. There we go. I can hear the machine. I can hear it giving me that freedom. Right, what's the card? What's the card? Take it slowly. Aurum. And here's the money. Yalla. All right. There we go. So 2 days in a row, 2 separate days. 5th of December, we used it to pay for a family dinner. Clicking it on the point of sale terminal. Today, 6th of December, we used it to take out money from the ATM. This is freedom. Take care, everybody.
Thank you very much, Leo Share, for those videos. Aurum is freedom. And imagine yourself making so much money that you forget the PIN of your ATM card. And thankfully, the money keeps rolling in. And that's the beauty of it. And that's why we tell people it's an ecosystem, but don't get intimidated by the various parts of the ecosystem. Just get started, use the cards, or just start with the EX AI bot, load, make profits, spend with the card, and then begin to explore the other tools. Right, in future, we're going to go into real world assets. We're going to go into having physical POSs with Aurum logo. We're going to go into having physical ATMs of Aurum. All right, but that's all in the future. Right now, you can make money, grow your assets, and cash out. Cash out is easy. All right. I mean, cash out is sweet. And they only charge you 1%. 1% of whatever you're withdrawing. Now, that's where Aurum makes another profit, some of their profit, right? For example, I withdrew $10,000 and Aurum took $100. Yeah. So every time you make money, Aurum makes money. So remember the various places Aurum is making money: subscription, from the trade differences, on trade sharing percentages, from the withdrawals. As you withdraw, this income keeps flowing into Aurum. So they're making money. And you keep making money, they keep making money. And so this is going to be a sustainable platform, something that's going to change people's lives and make money for everybody. Now, the future of finance is going to be intelligent. It's going to be decentralized, of course. But here's the key part I want you to pay attention to. It is open to everybody. Aurum is open to everybody. But it is you that can prevent yourself from benefiting. And how can you prevent yourself? By just remembering your past. Just remember the last time you lost money, and then you just tell yourself, oh, I'm not doing. That is the easiest way to block yourself from experiencing the beauty of Aurum. But for once, if you can just let go of the memories of the past and compare Aurum metrics with those platforms where you lost money, you realize that those were scams and Aurum is the real deal. So we spent the last few minutes talking about Aurum. You see, you can make everything I've said so far doesn't require bringing anybody. You don't need to talk to two people that will talk to two people. You can sit down by yourself, put in some good capital, and make good money. However, Aurum included a partner program as the exchange is being launched to create a community that will use the exchange and make, the exchange compete with the top exchanges of the world. These, the partner program is going to help us achieve this. So as you listen to the partner program, don't let any limiting belief close your eyes and make you say, oh, because they encourage you to bring people, then it must be a scam. Now, that is a limiting belief, and that is keeping many people in poverty. Now, what do I mean? Banks all over the world have sales teams. Now, in some parts of the world, they will send you an email and say, hey, if you bring your friends, we're going to pay you $200. Yeah. And we're going to pay $100 to you and $100 to the friend you bring in. So why are the banks ready to pay $200 for you to bring your friends? It's because they know that the more persons they do business with, the more sustainable their business will be, the more money they will make, and the more results they can create for their own shareholders. If you're not in sales, you're not in business. Now, in some countries, banks give some of their staff targets. Oh, go in and bring in 1 billion. And when those people hit that target, they get rapid promotion, faster promotion than the other guys who cannot meet the target, or the other guys who are IT professionals and not salespeople. So why do salespeople enjoy so much? Because the business rests on their shoulders. When the sales team is successful, the business will be successful. So as I go into the partner program, don't let any spirit of poverty or the limiting belief that anytime there is a sales team involved in something, it must be a scam. No. Aurum is trading. But why trade for only the big boys? Why not trade for 1 million people? Why not trade and make impact in the whole world? Even when you open your supermarket, don't you look for customers to come buy from you? Why do you want to sell to only 100,000 customers? Why don't you want to sell to 500,000 or 1 million customers? So that is the idea, and I welcome you to the Aurum Partner Program. Now I'm going to listen to this very carefully. This video, interview with Wendy O and Brian Benson. Brian Benson is our CEO. Listen to what he says he wants to achieve with Aurum.
If you had to describe Aurum's long-term mission in one simple sentence, what would it be?
Well, this is an easy one because this is something that we're really focused on, and one of the reasons that I'm happy to be the CEO here, but we're focused on creating 1,000 millionaires. And so we want to create, $1 billion company, and the easiest math I can think of is 1,000 million is a billion, right? So if we have 1,000 millionaires that have earned that through our platform, I feel like that's going to be a job well done. So yeah, we want to create 1,000 millionaires.
And that is the target of the Aurum CEO. 1,000 millionaires. These millionaires are going to be salespeople. They're going to be people who want to invite their friends. They're going to be people who are ready to take up the job of working for Aurum. So it's going to be a job you're going to give time. So that's why it's not really for everybody. You can just stay passively and be making your 10 to 16%. But if you decide to work for Aurum, then I want to assure you, give Aurum 1 hour of your time every day, or 2 hours every day, for 1 year, 2 years, or 3 years, and your finances will be transformed. I will repeat. Dear partners, give Aurum Business 1 hour of your time every day, every single day for 1, 2, 3 years, and your life will never remain the same. This is because you're going to be getting so much from the direct sales, so much from the team sales, so much from the direct profit share, so much from the team profit share. You're going to get extra bonuses as you rank up. And when you hit Oracle and above, you become a beneficiary of the shareholder bonus. This is huge. Every time your team members make profits every day, you're going to get a percentage of that profit. That is the profit share, both for the direct and the indirect team. These are 6 sources of income, and they are mind-blowing. Guess what? When you start, you think that there's no money because Aurum is not paying out so much money. It's a delayed gratification model. If you show your worth and do the work, then they begin to show you their love. All right. So when you get started, as a Nova, you'll be wondering, if I bring in somebody, I'm only making 3%. Oh, somebody brought in $100, I'm only making $3. Hey, my friend did 1,000, I only got 30. But the other platform we did, they used to pay us 12%. Where is that platform today? Where is it? So Aurum is not a platform where they pay out stupid money to people. I mean, this is a platform where the money is trading, and then Aurum on their own, from their pocket, pays you some commissions. But you have to prove your worth. How do you prove your worth? Get out of Nova. Get out of Nova rank. Nova means novice. Stop being a novice to Aurum money. Get into Voyager. How do you get into Voyager? Just create a team of people trading with $7,500 and you're good to go. It could be one person trading with $7,500. Boom, you're a Voyager. Or it could be 8 persons trading with $1,000 each. Boom, you're a Voyager. Now, when you become a Voyager, you start earning from your team profits. That's why it's so sweet. I call Voyager rank open sesame to Aurum cash flow. That is the beginning. This is the first salver. This is the first salver. The second one is Vanguard. To hit Vanguard, you need $25,000 in your structure. Your own capital is not included. All right. Then you get 7.5%, not 5 anymore. And if you bring anybody directly as a Vanguard, you make 7%. As a Voyager, 5%. But take note, you have to lead people. You have to help people succeed. So we don't just earn, we empower. All right. When it comes to Aurum, if you want to be a partner, remember, we don't just earn, we don't focus on earning, we empower. So you have to empower 2 people to become Voyagers for you to be a Vanguard. And so you show your worth, your ability to influence people and tell people, hey, come on, let's build a team of 7,500. You, your team, what do you need? Oh, you too, what do you need? And before you know it, you have 2 people who are Voyagers. You also become a Vanguard, and boom, your business begins to grow. And you get to Vanguard Pro. By the way, remember, when you hit Voyager, you get a $100 bonus. When you hit Vanguard, you get $500 bonus. When you hit Vanguard Pro, you get $1,000. And when you hit Nexus, you get $2,000. Congratulations to Lawyer Taj on hitting Nexus. If he's in this meeting, I'm going to call him to give his testimony. I know he must have initiated this withdrawal already. It's an amazing thing to hit Nexus, and I congratulate him because Nexus is where your life, you see the cash flow will just become a strong stream. That is when you realize, Aurum is so sweet. When you become a business partner with Aurum. I remember, this is not compulsory. It's just for those who hate poverty. Those who do not allow their emotions prevent them from creating wealth. All right? Because if you're going to be a businessman, you have to be ready to, look at, people will look down on you and say, what is he doing? Doesn't even know what he's doing. Why is he making phone calls every day? Why is he doing presentations? And they don't know, they don't understand this. That is why so many in the world are poor, but those who understand the game maximize the opportunity. And then you get to Oracle. Oracle, you make $5,000, and Prime, amazing Prime. When you hit Prime, you make $10,000. Sweet, I can tell you for real. So, I mean, just this first page, you made 10, 5, that's 15, 17, $18,000, $18,600 for going through these ranks. Super duper cool. So what's stopping you from becoming a business partner with Aurum? Yeah, maybe you can't take no. You get so emotional when you tell you no. No, you don't have to. Listen. When you are running an empowerment scheme, you don't beg people to join you. It's an empowerment program. Just show them your results. Let those who are called join you. The popular saying, many are called, few are chosen. There are people that are meant to become dollar millionaires. Not everybody will. There will always be poor people in this world. There will always be poor people in this world. But the choice to remain in poverty is an individual choice. So that's the first page of the compensation plan. We have the second page of the compensation plan. When you hit elite, you get $20,000. Magnet, $50,000. Mitos, $100,000. Legend, $150,000. Dominion, $500,000. Oh my goodness. By the time you're Legend Dominion, trust me, you're as good as one of the 1,000 people who become a dollar millionaire. So it's going to take some work. Just be consistent, an hour a single day. Now, people have started doing this already. People have started becoming business partners. Look at these two screenshots. As at January 1 this year, this one on the left has made $97,000. All right. Total bonuses, 97,000. This is huge. In your local currency, that's 143 million. I will take every no. It is called vitamin no. Vitamin no. Take it and make money. Every no is a multivitamin. You know, thank you very much. God bless you for giving me this no. I accept this no in my life and move to the next no. And as you go through the no's, you will see the yeses, and the yeses will say, God bless you. Thank you for showing me Aurum. Aurum is the platform where people come to me and say, thank you for bringing Aurum to me. I'll look at this other account. As of January 2026, January 1, this account has made $48,000. $48,000, that is 70 million of your local currency, ladies and gentlemen. That is the reward of being a business partner with Aurum. I encourage you to decide to embrace Aurum. You can do it in 30 minutes a day, 1 hour a day, 2 hours a day, 5 hours a day. It's up to you. You can decide 10 hours every week. You can decide, it's a flexible thing. Work at your own pace. Aurum is delivering results, changing results, blessing the community. Lives are changing. So get back to whoever invited you, sign up, activate, and start making money. All right, start making money. Before you just start thinking of your past, please compare the past memories of all the losses and ask yourself, who was the CEO? Did you know the X handle of the CEO? This is our CEO's X handle. Go and check him out. For many years, that has been his X handle. The ROI of the platform, were they promising you 50%, 100%? Aurum is saying 10 to 16%. Understand the difference. No it and no peace. Completely hands-free, all right? Visa is there. Visa is with us, partnering with Aurum. So many ways to make money. Affordable subscription fee. Okay, we are now over 50,000 members. When I prepared this slide, we were 20,000 members, but we're now over 50,000 members. Can you see? Before you know it, we will be 100,000 members, 200, 500,000, 1 million members. And we make money 7 days a week. All right, ladies and gentlemen, frequently asked questions. Is Aurum a Ponzi scheme? No. Based on our analysis, no. The money is made from trading. We have seen videos where the platform generated 6 months trading results on KuCoin and OKX. 6 months. The Ponzi scheme you did, that year you lost your money, did you see 6 months trading results? Not on their own exchange, KuCoin, OKX. Ladies and gentlemen, that is where the entire money of Aurum is coming, and this is no Ponzi scheme. I mean, you've listened to this presentation, you are super excited, you've seen the money, you feel that this is good, but you will tell the person who invited you, let me go and think about it. What exactly do you want to think about? Tell me, what do you want to think about? Because very soon we'll come to the question and answer section. Tell me what you want to think about. And then you say, let me go and do my research. What research? Where do you want to research? Of course, I encourage you to do your own due diligence. But you know that sometimes you go research about the wrong Aurum. We are Aurum Foundation. There are many Aurums. On the Play Store, you see many Aurum. We are not, there's so many So you're going to read about a stupid Aurum and then you think it's Aurum Foundation. All right, so it's time to shut down your analyzer. Shut down that analyzer and get started. This video, kids love this video, but I love cartoons. It's speaking to you.
I know your problem. You got a Bruno in your head.
A Bruno?
Yeah, I get one too sometimes. Alberto, you can't. Alberto, you're gonna die. Alberto, don't put that in your mouth. Luca, it's simple. Don't listen to stupid Bruno.
Why is his name Bruno?
I don't care. It doesn't matter. Call him whatever you want. Shut him up. Say, Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Louder. Silenzio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Silencio Bruno.
Can you still hear him?
Nope, just you.
I tell you, Bruno is in the center of your head. The Bruno stopping you from taking bold steps and, observing the difference between Aurum and every other thing and taking the bold step. That Bruno in the center of your head is sitting down, comfortable in an armchair. Listen, it's in your head. Follow your eyes, go to the back of your head, then push up a little bit as if you're going towards your skull, back of your head. That is where Bruno is sitting. It is sitting there for many years. Bruno has the job of keeping you safe. It doesn't want you to make mistakes, but it has protected you so much that you are lost in the real world. You don't want to even make any move. You feel everything is a scam. Everything is a scam. But you can spend money, go for partying, people drink, get wasted, the money is gone. Come on, ladies and gentlemen. Shut down your analyzer. Come within your financial capacity. You don't have to overstretch yourself. You can even start with $120, or you can start with $10,000. Just start wherever you're comfortable. Observe the difference between Aurum and every other thing you've tried, and you'll be glad that you did not let Bruno keep you in poverty. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's been an exciting journey with Aurum. I started Aurum on the 3rd of August, 2025, when lots of us were scared. I was also scared. I was like, I've not done ROI for a long time. Which platform is this? But when I saw Brian Benson, I said, come on. And we had a session with Brian Benson. I said, come on, this guy wants to get me back in the game. And today, it's been 5 months and it's been all empowerment. We don't just make money, we empower. Ladies and gentlemen, we don't just make money, we empower. We are one team with one vision, destroying poverty in our communities. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for being here. Get back to whoever invited you. Step up your game, take action, and begin to share your testimonies.